Hello, my name is Troy Epperson, and this is my website, oneononetrading.com. I've been doing trading and educating for many, many years, and if you're that guy that are almost break even, you're break even, you can't quite get over the line into profitability, maybe you could use a couple of hours of coaching that will really help maybe focus you and get you on your path to success. If so, please check out my website, oneononetrading.com, and I hope you enjoy the morning brief. Good morning, everybody. It's Tuesday, January 10th. Today we have Fed Chair Powell speaking at 9 a.m. That's really all we've got. We've got small business index, but it's a yellow item. Wholesale, final wholesale inventories month over month. That's also a yellow item. And the IBD TIPP economic optimism report. That's tentative. I'm sure when that will be released today, but it's also a yellow item. So all yellow items except that Fed Chair Powell will be speaking. And as we know, I should say, Fed speak is going to impact the market. So I'm going to try to get this video done, obviously, before that number comes out. But so we'll be looking at all the numbers. Will be before 9 a.m., before that number comes out, or I should say before Powell starts speaking. So really not much going on after 9 o'clock. We'll have to see how that pans out. Looking at the daily chart, we obviously had a breakout yesterday, which turned out to be a false breakout. We talked about that a little bit, how most breakouts, it's the first and second breakout, are not true. They're false, but it usually takes 2 or 3 times before it actually breaks out. So we're actually gapping down back into the muck. That's what I'm calling this. This is the bear flag. We're back into the flag again. So where could we possibly go? Well, we could obviously, if we could turn this around, it could make a run into the high of yesterday. But you can see here there's lots of resistance. And there's a low volume node there at 3973 would be the kind of the max top I could see, at least for the short run. To the downside, we could easily get down into the midline of the band here, which is also a low volume node at 3868.50. But we could easily go below that because it's really not that far away. The next sort of spot of resistance, or support I should say, is 38.51. So next support, 38.51. Let's move this out of the way. Looking at inventory. Inventory from yesterday was positive, even though we had a very slight down day. It was slightly positive. So one of the things that I thought was very interesting was that we had decent buying. We were up above 20,000, which is a lot. We don't get 20,000 readings very often, so extraordinarily bullish. And then, of course, that turnover. And while they did sell off to match the price action, it certainly was not enough to take out that large 20,000 plus number. We only got down to plus 5,800. So we still have a divergence here. We have 5,800 versus a down market. So down market, positive inventory. Although you have to honestly look at that and say, yeah, that's correlated. But technically, there was still a positive number for inventory and a negative number for price action. We'll have to see. So that's kind of a quandary here as to how to interpret that. To me, this is pretty darn correlated with price action. So I'm not sure that positive 5,000 really means too much. We'll have to wait and see. And, of course, we're gapping down, and we're down slightly in inventory. We'll see how that all plays out today. Let's take a look at the 7-minute chart for some intraday numbers. Obviously, we're very close to the overnight low here. And this is obviously going to make a big move here in about 15 minutes when Powell opens his mouth one way or the other. At least on the chart here, we have some intermediate resistance up here at 39. I'm going to say that's 39.10, 39.10, 39.13. There's the overnight high, 39.16. So you got a bunch of resistance right away, and then you have to go up to about 39.29 in order to see any more resistance. Support wise, not a lot of support, but some support here at 38.67 and 38.48. So those are sort of the intraday numbers that I'm looking at. The Stock Traders Almanac for today is 61.9, 61.9. So we have a positive bias by about almost 12% above the midline of 50-50. So a pretty strong historical bias to the upside for today. We'll have to wait and see how that goes, since yesterday was slightly down, see what we get today. But certainly a positive bias historically. And that's all I've got for today. Hope you guys have a great day. Happy trading.